What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Got some really important news actually, because this has been changed in a shadow kind of patch. Like when they made it harder, they made it easier, then they made it harder again. All of a sudden, and people was like, what's going on? What's going on? Because I had people pushing very, very hard, okay? And then all of a sudden, they couldn't push again. Or they couldn't do the stages they was doing previously. So we asked the devs a long time ago if anything had changed. However, I didn't really hear much back about it, which is fine, you know, I don't always hear back about everything. But all of a sudden, my people in my Discord was like, okay, something's changed again. It's easier again. So I was like, okay. And I tested it a bit yesterday, or the day before. I was asleep all day yesterday. Sorry. And I was like, okay, well, it does feel easier. It does feel easier. So I've had a look further, and it definitely is easier. Okay, I can clear. If you remember before when I did my Hardac showcase, I could only clear stage 15 with him. Okay, it's pointless me going into this. It's pointless me going into that. And did some further testing. I can now clear it on stage 17. Stage 17 solo this here with Hardac. It's definitely easier. We can clear it with Hardac solo. You know, that's huge. Stage 17. Okay, I'm not going to use this here because I need this for the next wave. Because I don't want to be going into the next wave without a buff. Because it's bleeds and it's scary and they hit really, really hard. So, you know, you've got to still be a bit smart about it. It is solo. A solo Hardac here, for goodness sake. But the difference is the ads haven't changed. The ads are still just as hard. But the boss isn't hitting quite as hard again. Which is very much needed. Okay? Very needed. Here we have a Cinder who's going to silence us and stuff. It's going to cause us a few issues to begin with. But the difference is, before we would be getting hit very, very hard by the boss. We're going to go into a more in-depth stage in a moment. But I just wanted to show you the strength of Hardac. And once again, in Faction Abyss. Those of you that are wondering who can push Faction Abyss, there are heroes. And I will cover it more in depth again at some point. But right now, we have Hardac here soloing the boss at stage 17. All, well, solo means alone. All by himself. Look, he's hardly taking any damage compared to what he was. So I don't know quite what's changed. But something has changed for sure. The maximum I could do was stage 15, like I said. And that was a push. Yes, okay. It may only be a 2-star clear, but it's a clear nonetheless. Like, that's huge. He's starting to take a bit more damage. Boss is at 40%. We're a bit lower. He's going to self-heal as well a bit. And, you know, Hardac can keep himself up very, very well. Oh, goodness. Goodness. Oh, is he going to die? Is he going to win this? This is close. This is close. Phew, thank God he won. Imagine he didn't. I would have been like, oh, cancel video. Okay, let's have a little look now at, say, Dragon Tribe and Sword Harbour. Dragon Tribe, I was stuck at stage 23 on 2 stars. And now I'm at 24 on 2 stars. In fact, it could have been stage 22. You know, we cleared it with 3 stars now. And if you remember from our video, we was just getting nuked really, really, really hard. The boss was dealing so much damage. And it's not the case that way. I don't want to be auto on this. We don't need to overkill this. And Dragon Tribe is probably the easiest faction that we have to attack. Because we just have access to such great heroes. Hazonya, Melia, Hoff, Nasil, Wim. You can't really get a much better lineup than this. You can't get a much better lineup than this. I should have saved my my shield, to be honest. I mean, just like imagine how easy this is with these heroes. It's fantastic. Look. You know, we don't have this kind of lineup for any other of the factions, and we all know. We all know how strong Health Burn is. So we're into the boss stage already. Now, if you remember, the boss was nuking very, very, very hard. We've come in without a shield, and that before would have meant a wipe, complete wipe. He would have nuked us in one turn. Is he still doing the same? No, nowhere near. Nowhere near. We're still half. We're still half. It's just, it's a big change. It's a big change. One that hasn't been notified to people as well, which is confusing. At the same time, it's still good for us because I'm here now making a video on it. And you know that it's changed. I mean, okay, we did lose one there with the single target nuke. But it's stage 23. Stage 23. You know, before we couldn't clear it at all. Okay, we did get nuked pretty hard there, but we was low on our shields as well. I mean, before I wouldn't have been able to clear that. Not... Was it 22 I was stuck on, or 23? Sword Harbour Guards, I've pushed on from stage 23 to 25, 3-star. I haven't really changed much. Let me have a look at, not stage 26, just, we're not going to use Ben Orson, I don't think. We'll just use the 3 that I used to use. The 3 that I used to use, and this is stage 25, okay? We're going to test it a moment. It could be a little bit hard. For some reason, why is that? Why is Naskama not got his health link on? He's going to steal the buffs though, right? There we go. Now his health connection started for some bizarre reason. You know what? Let's go back to where we was before. Stage 23 with these 3 heroes. Stage 23 with these 3 heroes. Because that gives us a better you know, example of exactly everything, right? Oh, am I stealing the buffs? I should be nuking him. I know what I did before. I did nuke him before. I didn't bother with the... We're only going to put on counterattack, actually. Let's nuke him. Yeah, there we go. And now he's going to die. That's what I did previously. We didn't bother squatting on our Zia. Get this counterattack ready again. Zia. Okay, so we're going to be on to the next wave shortly. And I think it was 2 stars I could only complete this on. I could only complete it with like 2 stars. On stage 23. It's pointless me using my... Oh, no, we will use it to kill Wolsey. No, it won't kill Wolsey. Wow. Wow. Okay, so into the final wave. Now, you know, we would lose Zia here before, okay? We would lose Zia. But the damage is just... That shield would have been gone, okay? That shield would have been gone. So what I'm asking is, I'm asking for all of you to revisit your Faction Abyss. See if you can push on an extra stage. If you can't push on an extra stage... See if you can clear a stage that you was previously doing for 2 stars, if you can do it for 3 now. Horrifying. Put on auto. Yeah, see if you can improve on your Faction Abyss with the same teams. Nothing's changed in your gear. And go in and let me know. Let me know if you think it's easier as well, because we all definitely think this is easier. It feels easier. And, you know, that would have been massive before. So much damage. And it's just not anymore. This is how it should have been a long time ago. This is how it should have been a long time ago. Let's go into... Sunset stages. Let's attempt stage 22. Now, this is a tough stage. One I couldn't even get close to clearing before. 3-man team, you know, so it's understandable. It's understandable. Why am I attacking Verto? It should be Liz or Carry, because Carry can hit pretty hard to begin with. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we're gonna stun again quickly and then go through it slowly. This is tough because it's the ads that are hard for a 3-man team now. Need to heal, really. We're not just gonna kill things. I see. Am I being stupid trying to just remove that shield? Am I being stupid trying to take it easier because we're taking a lot of damage here? Juhana's low on health. So once again, the ads haven't changed. It's the boss damage that's changed. Juhana needs to heal a bit. Jeez, this is... I should have just nuked it. It's been like a 2-minute wave. 1 minute 30 seconds. Okay, we're through to the second wave. Let's see what we can do here. Only 2 stuns. You're shitting me. The great thing is the resistance debuff. We can really stop them from doing a lot with the resistance debuff. Okay, final wave. Now let's see what we can do with this team. Speed down, speed up. We're not going to use our ultimate yet. You see, that feels less. That feels less. Still a lot of damage, don't get me wrong. Nothing has changed on my team. Nothing has changed on my team. Damage still. We needed the stuns there. We needed the stuns. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. We're in big trouble. Yeah. Okay. It's a 3-man team. You know, the fact is here, it was mainly... If we could have killed the ads or if they were stunned, then it would have been slightly a different story, hopefully. But the boss is doing less damage. Less damage. It still seems a lot, but he's definitely dealing less damage. And on that note, you've seen it where we progress further, especially with the Hardac solo completing stage 17. Stage 17 with a solo hero, guys. I mean, come on. Come on. Let me just show the stats of my Hardac. Let me show the stats of my Hardac for those of you that are thinking, well, okay, well, show me the stats. He has got pretty good gear. His stats are as follows: 586,000 health, 42,000 defense, 83% crit rate, 233% crit damage. And he is in, which says it's night set, which increases defense and 15% crit rate. Obviously, he's got a speed artifact, a defense second artifact, and a crit damage first artifact, which probably could be improved on his crit rate. But, you know, that being said, for an epic to be clearing stage 17, a stage 17 faction abyss on his own, what do you expect? You know, the fact is, if you had lesser gear, it's going to be quite easily clearing up to stage 14 for you. One hero clearing stage 14 of Faction Abyss is massive. Don't forget, this guy is so good early on for many, many accounts. People sleep on him too much, and you should not be sleeping on Hardac. So if you have him at E3, make use of him. On Kazakh, thank you for watching, and I hope you all enjoy the easier, slightly easier Faction Abyss. It's still always going to be hard. Take care, everyone.